Pre-fight breakdown.
Hailing from South Korea, Hamzzang has proven that she is dangerous whether she is standing or grappling with her foe. With a third of her career wins coming by way of submission or knockout, Ham is a force to be reckoned with. She has been nicknamed Wanderlei Silva because of the similarities between her fighting style and the infamous Wanderlei Silva's aggressive style of fighting. In Japan, she is occasionally called Ariel-chan, in reference to her looks bearing a resemblance to the character Ariel from the anime series Dr. Slump. Currently, Ham uses Hamzzang as her official nickname. Known for her aggressive style and powerful combinations, Ham faces every opponent head-on. As one of South Korea's most notable MMA fighters, she has also competed in kickboxing and shootboxing, demonstrating that her abilities are limitless. Ham owns a professional record of 26 wins and 8 losses. She was riding a 6-bout winning streak that includes 4 KO victories and 4 title bouts before joining one's roster. As a mixed martial arts champion from some of Asia's leading promotions, Ham has thrilled audiences with her exciting style for over 14 years. She is now unbeaten in her 3 fights since joining one championship. She is gearing up for the biggest challenge of her career. However, it wasn't until Ham was 17 years old when she began her martial arts journey. Ham began training in taekwondo and kickboxing and decided to pursue a career as a mixed martial artist after experiencing the rush of emotions that came with her first ever competition in 2007. And her MMA debut was nothing short of spectacular when she caused a humongous upset when she beat up and bullied the legendary Hisai Watanabe, who was way more experienced than her at the time. Since then, she has won regional titles all across Asia. She is the former Jules Atomweight champion, former Road FC Women's Atomweight champion, and the former Ryzen Women's Super Atomweight champion. Ham has also competed in many other MMA promotions, including Deep, SmackGirl, and even the UFC. In 2014, Ham signed a 4-fight contract to join UFC's strawweight division. Sadly, she won only 1 out of her 4 fights and was subsequently released from the promotion. After briefly considering retirement, Ham signed with Road FC, where she became the Atomweight champion with a victory over Mina Karubi and successfully defended her title with a first-round stoppage over Jin Yu Frey. She later joined Ryzen, and with 2 consecutive victories in Ryzen, Ham earned the title shot against Ayaka Hamasaki in 2019, where she won by a split decision, finally securing a win over top-ranked rival who had beaten her twice before nearly 10 years earlier. But Ham decided to vacate her atomweight title as she couldn't come to an agreement with Ryzen. After looking at her options, Ham settled on a move to One Championship because it represented a fresh new challenge and she wanted to end her career with the One Championship belt. Ham's humility makes it easy to forget that she's the most experienced mixed martial artist in the tournament and has a huge list of accolades to her credit. That being said, her move to One Championship was still a massive milestone in her career. Seo Hee made her debut against Denise Sambonga, a number 1 ranked contender, which puts Ham under the spotlight immediately, which is not exactly what the humble veteran was expecting. Ham's reputation as a deadly striker was whirling heading into the bout, and she quickly put her Filipino rival on notice with a straight left. After a stalemate in the first round, Ham started piling the pressure in the second. Denise looked to counter each time Ham came in, but the South Korean's left hand was money, and Denise consistently paid the price each time she committed. After 2 close rounds, the match was certainly up for grabs, and Ham seemed determined to bring the victory home by utilizing that trademark left hand to great effect. Denise attempted to mix up her attacks on the feet, but Ham's footwork reach, speed gave Denise problems. Ultimately, it was Ham's efficiency and work rate that weighed more in the eyes of the judges, and she left with a controversial split decision victory. Many fans felt that Denise won the match, as she controlled the fight by hugging Ham against the cage and even scoring a takedown in the third round. This divided the MMA community, which upset Ham as she felt she was the clear victor. So Ham put a definitive end to the rivalry in the second fight, where Ham imposed her grappling, taking Denise down midway through the second round and holding top position, which drained Denise's gas tank. Denise tried to turn the tide early in the third, but Ham controlled the fight, stopping Denise's attacks from all fronts. Ham went home with a clear, unanimous decision win. Next up, the Korean superstar was scheduled to face Japanese phenomenon Itsuki Hirata, also known as Android 18, funny enough also nicknamed after an anime character for her resemblance. I always wanted to see Ariel versus Android 18 growing up. Now they fight for real. However, Hirata missed weight by a significant margin and failed the hydration test. Ham chose to stick to her values and not let Hirata slide, and declined a catchweight bout. Ham stated Hirata is not a fighter, and seemed very arrogant and unprofessional, and didn't have any sense of guilt about her mistakes. Ham was more upset by her opponent's body language than her inability to make weight, and accused Hirata of making no effort to make weight, and felt that the Japanese fighter had deliberately come into the contest above the atomweight limit. The pair was rescheduled to fight 7 months later in March 2023. This time around, Hirata had no issue at the weigh-ins, but she caused Ham very few problems during a 15-minute fight where she controlled the fight from start to finish. Hirata had barely landed a single blow and was also given a yellow card for constantly backtracking. There was not a single mark on Ham's face, and Seo Hee took a clear-cut decision victory. After the fight, it was revealed that Ham's next fight will most likely be for the interim world champion, as undisputed champion Angela Lee is out of action indefinitely, following the death of her younger sister Victoria late last year. It is not clear whom Ham will fight next for the interim title, but the most likely candidate is Thai superstar Stamp Fairtex, which will be an extremely exciting matchup. Stamp will be a worthy opponent whose striking expertise separates her from pretty much every woman in her division. Before fully transitioning into MMA a few years ago, the Thai superstar held both the one atomweight Muay Thai and kickboxing world title, and was very close to becoming a free sport world champion when she nearly locked out Angela Lee for the atomweight world title. After losing the bout against Lee, Stamp bounced back with 3 solid wins to earn her shot at gold once again. Ham's reputation as a relentless striker has always thrived in a toe-to-toe stand-up. The South Korean star is happy to trade punches, and she has a strong and offensive and defensive skill. She also found her finishing power in recent times. Up until her current streak, Ham had only scored a handful of finishes, all by submission. However, in her last 9 wins, she has amassed 4 knockouts to prove that her power must be respected. In her 34-bout career, Ham has only been stopped 3 times, and not since way back in 2011. The South Korean has formidable submission defense and a sturdy chin that can absorb shots with ease when she walks forward to attack her opponent. That is why I am so thrilled when she takes on Stamp Fairtex. Ham kicked off her professional career in 2007. After 34 MMA bouts against some of the best female fighters in the world, there isn't much she hasn't seen. Ham is on a 9-fight winning streak, which started way back in 2017. She is one of the most experienced and skilled athletes in the division, and will always carry that expertise into battle. She is unlikely to get fazed by anything, which is why she is the perfect matchup to face the former 2-sport world champion. I actually predict she may pull off a win against Stamp. It'll be a very close fight, but I predict Ham gets the win, probably by decision. Ham is an amazing striker with an ultra aggressive style, but Stamp is more accurate and technical than Ham. But Ham keeps pushing forward at a furious pace due to her insane durability, and I feel Ham may edge it out in the final rounds due to her experience and durability. Anyways, who do you think will win between Seo Hee and Stamp Fairtex? Do you think it will be via knockout, submission, or by decision? Do you feel she will take the one championship belt one day? I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Peace.